Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to uh, see Linux users group and permission setting. So first we are going to create a new user, and second we are going to create a new group. Third we are going to add user to a group, and we are going to look at a couple of commands for changing the file permission as well as changing the ownership of a file. Okay, so let's look into it. Let's get into the command line. So right now I'm using the CentOS. So right now I'm in the root. Okay, so we are going to add a new user. The user, so for that we are going to use the um, command called user add. User add. So I'm going to give a username. Okay, let me give Rohit. So now I have added the user Rohit. Again, I'm going to add another user. Um, let's say Sundar. Okay, so now I'm going to create a group. So for that we are going to use group add, and Rohit and Sundar, let's assume they are part of DevOps batch. So I'm going to create a group called DevOps. Okay, so now um, I'm going to add the user Rohit and Sundar to the group DevOps. Okay, before that let us see how many users are there in this particular machine. So for that we are going to use a command called get ent. Okay, wd password. So here there are many users. So the current couple of users that we created are here. Okay, Rohit and Sundar. So similarly, let us see the group. How many groups are there? So DevOps is the group that we have created. So every user that we create, um, so it will create a group by default on the same name. Okay, so you can ignore this. Okay, DevOps is the group that we just created. So I'm going to add both Rohit and Sundar um, in the DevOps group. Let's see how to do that. So we are already in the root. So in case we are already in the root, so we don't need to use sudo, but it's a good practice to use sudo if you are running from a different user level. Okay, so sudo user mod -a capital G, so the group name DevOps and the username Rohit. Yeah, so now I'm going to add Sundar also to part of this DevOps group. So same sudo Sundar. Okay, now both the users are added to the group. Now we can see how many users are in that DevOps group. So get ent group name, which is DevOps. So now we are seeing Rohit and Sundar are part of this DevOps group. All right. So let's do one thing. Modify the let's create a directory and a file, and change the file permission for the different users. Okay, so mkdir, let's say file underscore permission, so ls, so yeah, so the directory which we created is here. So let's go into the directory file permission ls, nothing is there. So let's create a text file, touch file permission dot txt. Okay, so now we have created a file name file permission. Okay, so ls hyphen l, it will display the detailed view of this particular file. So how to read this? So the hyphen indicates the file type. So the current user uh, has what permission they have, and what permission the group has, and what permission the other users has. So what does rw hyphen means? That means the present user, he has read write and not the execute permission. The group has read permission, not write and execute, and other users have read permission, not write and execute permission. Okay, so who is the user? Root is the user, and what group that root user belongs to? Root. Okay, when was the file got created? August 1239. So it is in mountain time, so it shows 1239. Okay, the file name is file permission and the extension is txt. Okay, so now we have so we need to change the permission of this file, so that the root user along with the group that root belongs to and other users gets all the permission. Okay, there are two ways of using that, so let us look into that. chmod command. Okay, if you type into Google, it will show you all the things. So read, R indicates read, W means write, X execute. Okay, so there are two ways. One is the numerical way, which is octal way. Another one is symbolic way. So let's look into the numeric way. So read, so 4, if we say 4, that is the value for read, 2 is the value for write, and 1 is the value for execution. Okay, so let us try that. So when if the root user needs permission to read, write and execute, we need to add all these three values, 4 plus 2 plus 1, which is 7. So chmod, okay, I'm going to give 7, which is 4 plus 2 plus 1. And for the group, let's assume we are going to provide only the read and execute permission, not the write permission. So it should be 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, so read and execute permission. And for the others, read, write, execute, let's give read and write permission, which is 6. 4 plus 2 6. File permission.txt. Okay, so now let us see the difference. Yes, so earlier we had read write hyphen read hyphen hyphen read hyphen hyphen. So now after we changing the permission, the root user has full permission, and the group has read and execute permission. Others have read and write permission, not the execute permission. Okay, so now we created a group called DevOps. Now, So I'm going to change the file permission so that the users belongs to the DevOps group can access this permission. Okay, so for that I need to use chown, and I'm going to give the root user and the group name DevOps file permission. Okay, ls-l. So the root user and the users in the DevOps group, okay, this all these people can access this file with the same level of permission that the root has currently. Thank you all. See you in the next video.